Sami Zayn on how the Bloodline has been successful in WWE, why Sasha Banks was being paid less than others in WWE, update on why Edge has not appeared on WWE, Mandy Rose's release connected to Vince McMahon's situation, SmackDown hard to watch with the Bloodline having all the belts, Sami Zayn on his in-ring future, Sami Zayn on being cheered despite being heel. Let's jump right into it. Why Sasha Banks was being paid less than others in WWE. Teddy Long recently commented on Sasha Banks reportedly being paid less than Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair in WWE. Though the global juggernaut hasn't confirmed it yet, recent rumors suggest the boss is all but gone from the company. She is reportedly set to be present for NJPW at Wrestle Kingdom 17 next month. This could mark Sasha Banks' first appearance outside WWE since she walked out in May alongside Naomi. Another rumor emerged a few days back, which suggested that Banks' talks with WWE broke down as the company didn't fulfill her demand to be paid as much as Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. On the latest episode of Sportskeeda Wrestling's One-on-One, Teddy Long opened up about the recent turn of events. The Hall of Famer thinks that Sasha Banks not making it equal to what Lynch and Flair make could be due to an internal issue. Long also pointed out how former WWE talent relations head John Laurinaitis could also be behind Banks not making money comparable to her counterparts in the Stanford-based promotion. Well, I couldn't answer that question. I'm not the guy who does payroll there or decides what each talent should make. It's just a hard question. It could be some inside thing we may not even know about that was keeping her from getting that kind of money. So I just don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe the guy who was there, Laurinaitis, maybe he got something to do with it, too. So you just never know, said Teddy Long. It's no secret that the former SmackDown Women's Champion enjoys a massive and dedicated fan following. As such, they have been constantly trying to know more about what lies ahead for Sasha Banks in the wrestling business. According to a recent update, the boss has already arrived in Japan, where she's expected to show up at Wrestle Kingdom 17 on January 4th. Though neither Banks nor NJPW has confirmed the rumors, it's safe to say that if she doesn't appear at the pay-per-view, it will surely leave her fans disheartened. What do you make of Sasha Banks' situation with WWE? Do you see her ever joining the company back? Sound off in the comments section below. Now let's jump into her current update. Sasha Banks has reportedly already arrived in Japan well ahead of NJPW Wrestle Kingdom 17. The former WWE superstar hasn't been seen in a wrestling capacity since May 2022, when she and Naomi walked out during an episode of Monday Night Raw. The duo apparently left due to a disagreement with how the company was handling the women's tag team division. According to Mike Johnson of PW Insider, the former Sasha Banks has already arrived in Japan far ahead of her reported appearance for the New Japan Pro Wrestling at Wrestle Kingdom 17 on January 4, 2023. While New Japan is yet to confirm Varnado's appearance, multiple websites report that her deal with the company was agreed upon in the last week of November. Regarding her future in the world of professional wrestling, Sasha Banks has wisely stayed quiet about her plans publicly. But perhaps she dropped a hint to her diehard fanbase earlier this week on social media. Varnado took to Twitter on Monday to post a gif of the Nature Boy Ric Flair. But within that gif, All Elite Wrestling commentator Tony Schiavone can be seen as one of the two men interviewing Flair in this gif, tweeting out the following caption: "Whoa," Mercedes Varnado said in a tweet. While this in no way confirms anything, wrestling fans are speculating if Mercedes Varnado will be Sarah's tag team partner for the January 11th episode of AEW Dynamite. It's also worth mentioning that Banks purposely included 15 O's in her tweet. 15 days from that tweet, in particular, would be January 4th in Japan, which is the date of Wrestle Kingdom 17. Perhaps the boss was attempting to kill two birds with one stone. We'll find out soon enough. What do you think of this Mercedes Varnado news? Are you interested in checking out Wrestle Kingdom 17 to see her appearance? Let us know your thoughts by sounding off in the comments section below. Update on why Edge has not appeared on WWE. Edge hasn't featured much on WWE television lately, and it is reportedly due to the terms of his current deal with the company. According to a new report from Fightful Select, the Rated R Superstars deal with WWE is for limited dates. Edge was the original leader of the Judgment Day, but the group betrayed him when Finn Balor arrived. This led to an I Quit match between Balor and Edge at Extreme Rules. Balor picked up the victory after Rhea Ripley attacked Edge's wife, Beth Phoenix, in order to get the 49-year-old to say I quit. A higher-up in the company told Fightful that the vignettes this past summer were done as a way to stretch things out on television to get to the more important matches versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest later in the year. The Rated R Superstar is thought to have signed a 3-year contract for 25 appearances and 5 matches per year. However, Edge has outperformed those terms by competing in 10 matches in 2021 and 6 in 2022. Fightful noted that if the length of the deal was correctly reported, his contract with the company could be up soon. WWE Raw arrived in Edge's hometown of Toronto earlier this year. He battled Damian Priest in the main event and picked up the victory. After Raw went off the air, Edge cut a promo and said that he wanted to end his wrestling career on his own terms. The The 49-year-old noted that the promotion usually comes to Toronto around August every year and that he plans to wrestle his final match in 2023 when the company returns to his hometown. Edge has had a remarkable career in WWE that spans more than 2 decades. It will be interesting to see what the company has planned for the end of his in-ring career in 2023. Who would you like to see Edge wrestle in his last match next year? Let us know in the comments section below. Mandy Rose's release connected to Vince McMahon's situation. Former WWE superstar Rene Dupree believes Mandy Rose's firing from WWE is connected to the current Vince McMahon situation. Earlier this year, Vince McMahon stepped down as chairman and CEO of WWE amid allegations of misconduct. McMahon is reportedly facing fresh demands from 2 victims who have accused him of sexual abuse. Recent reports have also suggested that the former chairman is considering returning to the company. Meanwhile, the Stanford-based company fired Mandy Rose from her contract last week because of the content she posted on her FanTime page. Many fans have since been questioning the company's decision. On his podcast Café de Rene, Dupree stated that Mandy Rose's firing is connected to Vince McMahon's situation. What happened like the morning or the day that those videos were leaked and she got fired? Bingo. Sean seeing that, because trust me, if they're being sued for nearly $12 million after all the settlements are made public that he already made and then another girl is accusing him of sexual assault in California, right? You think they don't want to distance themselves from any type of bad publicity of any type of sexual behavior. He said, after participating in Tough Enough in 2015, Mandy Rose signed with the Stanford-based company. She spent nearly 7 years as a regular competitor, during which she held the NXT Women's Championship for 413 days before getting fired last week. Ahead of her departure, Rose reportedly had a $150,000 yearly contract. In a recent interview with TMZ, Rose's agent, Malky Kawa, claimed that his client had already earned $500,000 since she was released from the Stanford-based company. He predicted that his client would become the newest self-made millionaire by Christmas. SmackDown hard to watch with the Bloodline having all the belts. On the latest edition of his podcast, WWE legend Kevin Nash shared his honest thoughts on the Bloodline. Roman Reigns' Bloodline faction has been ruling WWE TV for a while now. It's safe to call it the most dominant and popular faction in all of WWE today. Not everyone's a fan of the group, though. On the latest edition of Click This, WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash revealed that he was never a SmackDown guy and always preferred watching WWE Raw. Nash then shared his issue with the Bloodline. I've never been a SmackDown guy because it wasn't really something that was around when I was there. I bet you, I maybe have been on SmackDown 30 times in my career. I was always a Raw guy, that's my cup of tea. If I'm gonna watch something, I'm gonna watch Raw. I just don't. With the Usos, and with Roman having all the belts, it's like, I don't know, it's hard. Roman Reigns defeated Brock Lesnar to become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion at WrestleMania 38 earlier this year. No one has been able to defeat him for the belts yet. The Usos currently hold the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team titles and are one of the most successful tag teams in WWE history. Bloodline member Sami Zayn recently spoke with Sports Illustrated and revealed what makes the faction successful. It's hard to articulate it, but some of these moments might not sound right on paper. Maybe some people felt that way during the Johnny Knoxville match with the Jack SS guys at WrestleMania, or in my acceptance with the Bloodline. But for me, it's all about treating every moment with importance. And the Bloodline thing isn't working just because of me. It's everyone's commitment to it. That's what is making it so interesting and so enjoyable, said Zayn. Judging by the stable's dominance lately, it's hard to fathom anyone coming remotely close to putting it down in the near future. Only time will tell if someone on the WWE roster has it in them to topple the group. What are your thoughts on Kevin Nash's criticism of Reigns' stable? Give your thoughts in the comments section below. Sami Zayn on his in-ring future. Sami Zayn has reflected on his main roster run and shared that he's grateful for where he is today. The Honorary Uce made a name for himself in NXT before debuting on the main roster as John Cena's mystery opponent as part of the latter's open challenge for the United States Championship. He joined forces with the Bloodline this year and had an unbelievable match against Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania. During a recent interview with Sports Illustrated, Sami Zayn stated that he's thrilled with the career he's had so far, but the best is yet to come. I've only been on the main roster for 6 years. In some ways, I'm just starting. Maybe I've already peaked. I've gotten to do so much. It's been a great career, and I'm totally thrilled with it. Maybe the best is yet to come. But I'm extremely grateful with where I am and what I'm doing, he said. The former Intercontinental Champion is one of the best workers in the ring today, and he's also good on the mic. In the same interview, he noted that he cannot perform below 100% and is ready to see what the future holds for him. I can't give 90%, I can only give 100. It's focusing on those little details that have got me in trouble before, but it's also what's got me this far. Each and every step of the ladder of success in my career, each jump that I took, I was able to stand there. I did that enough times and thought, why not me? So, we'll see what happens next, said Zayn. Sami recently collided with former WWE Champion AJ Styles on Raw this past Monday, which he won. He, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa ran rampant throughout the entire night, attacking other superstars as per Roman Reigns' orders. What would you like to see Sami Zayn accomplish next year? Sound off in the comments below. Sami Zayn on being cheered crowd despite being heel. Sami Zayn has discussed the positive reactions towards him by the live audience despite being a heel. The honorary Uso is currently in the midst of his best run in WWE. He's part of the biggest faction in the entire industry right now, the Bloodline, along with undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. They have been the focal point of Raw and SmackDown for quite some time now, and they emerged victorious in their first War Games match on the main roster. Speaking to Justin Barrasso of Sports Illustrated, Sami Zayn shared that he didn't expect to get cheered by the WWE Universe so soon after joining the Bloodline. He also added that the story they're trying to tell in the ring is a relatable one. Part of why the cheers rolled in for me with the Bloodline quicker than I expected, to be honest, is because it's so earnest, says Zayn. You can see the desire to be with these people is genuine. It's a very relatable story, but not in an unattainable way. You're finally hanging out with the cool kids, and you realize they're not that different. The honorary Uso is a multi-time champion, and he's shared the ring with many big stars during his lengthy career. His role in the Bloodline has been positively received by fans, and he's over the crowd. Sami Zayn stated that while some people think he shouldn't be where he is right now, he believes that he's doing a good job. On paper, maybe people would think I don't fit in on the top of the card, but I believe I'm pretty good at this. It's so hard to separate a healthy dose of self-confidence from my delusions, but from an early age, even when I wasn't that good, my performances stood out. Even in the church basement in front of 60 people in Montreal, it worked, said Zayn. Sami had a memorable run this year, and it'll be interesting to see what he does next year. On December 30th, the last episode of SmackDown of 2022, he will team up with Roman Reigns to face Kevin Owens and John Cena in a tag team match. Are enjoying Sami Zayn's run as a member of the Bloodline? Sound off in the comments below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me